This is Leon Pridgeon. I am your host of the Celebrity Tailgate Show. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this week's episode of the Celebrity Tailgating Show. I'm your host, Leon Pridgeon, and this week we're doing some cooking in-house. We're doing burgers, and I've got a special guest for you. His name is Doug Herbert. Doug, come on in here. And Doug's got some great-looking burgers. Tell me about what we got here, Doug.
Well, Leon, we got some special burgers here. This meat is a mixture of a third beef, a third lamb, and a third sausage. We get it together in a bowl. I was back there in the prep room. We mixed it all up.
Okay.
And once we get all three of the meats mixed together, we use a little bit of garlic, salt, pepper. Seasoned up the way you want.
Mix it all together.
Yep.
Okay.
And then the key here is this cheese.
I was going to ask you about that.
This is special cheese. This is Rumiano mango habanero cheese. This is special cheese. You go to cheese.com, you can learn about it. But we've sliced up the cheese.
And
basically we've made these patties kind of thin. And then we take the cheese and put it in the middle. Take the patties and sandwich it, and then kind of smash it around. You don't want any parts of the cheese exposed.
So
throw it on there.
Throw it on there. And trust me, my hands are clean. I've already got some hand sanitizer, and you said just pinch down the edges?
Yeah, you got to pinch down the edges because you don't want any of the cheese to show because it'll melt and run out and makes a mess on the grill.
Gotcha. Look at that.
There you go.
I'm making cheese patties, Rumiano, habanero, mango, specialty cheese.
Say that 3 times.
Yeah, Rumiano. No.
Yeah.
Now, if you haven't noticed, Doug is a professional NHRA driver. And so he's got some of his gear on, but we're going to talk a little bit about that. Right now, we're going to go ahead and get some of this on the grill. But as we go to the grill, we're going to go to some game action. We're going to look at some of the fans out here and see what they're doing this week as well. Doug, come on over here. Let's get in the grill.
All right, let's throw it on there.
Let me go get this spatula for you.
Fired up!
you feel? Good. How you feel about it?
You can just slide that over. There we go. Ready? Yes, sir. In case you haven't realized, we formed a partnership.
This works out best. It's a team sport.
Yeah. Team sport. We're going burger flipping. And there we go. Now, how long do you have this cook on the grill? About how
Well, you
long?
got to be careful. You want them to get, to warm up pretty good, but it's going to be probably 3 to 4 minutes on each side.
Okay.
And
then just kind of watch it back and
just
forth.
kind of watch it.
Okay.
Yeah. Make sure the cheese not running out. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
So keep that cheese inside there.
Okay.
And man, I'll tell you what, they are tasty.
Well, they smell awful good. So I can imagine how they're going to taste. Okay, well, while these are cooking for a few minutes, we're going to go out and check out some game action, see what's happening with some of the tailgaters out there on the field, and have some fun, because when we come back, we might be about done with these burgers.
I'm ready. Oh, yeah, I'm hungry.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
Bacon is nature's candy. Hold on. I'm just saying. Bacon, nature's candy.
Hold on, can I get you to tell us what it is again?
We got bacon wrap, filet mignon. We got a bacon wrap meatloaf. Bacon is nature's candy. I'm just saying. I'll take a bacon. I'll take a piece of bacon. I'll take a piece of that bacon yonder over there. Oh, you want some? Okay, we'll feed y'all. We'll go ahead. I was just playing with you. Oh, you're a man.
You were out here last time we came over here with.
Yeah, we were here.
Yeah, I know, right? Elvis is a Panther fan. Who would have thought?
I know, yeah. He's still alive. He's still alive.
Thank you very much.
Touch him. Touch his head.
Yeah. Man, you gotta get on. You play for real?
I'm looking for some water.
Water.
No picture with him. No picture with him. No.
All right, we're back. We're out there hanging out with some of the fans, and we're still waiting on these burgers to cook. So we got a few minutes. I'm going to sit down and talk with Doug a little bit about some of his experience and the fact that he's actually a race car driver. So Doug, tell us a little bit about that.
Well, you know, NHRA Top Fuel Dragster is the fastest, accelerating, most powerful race car on earth. They go 0 to 330 miles an hour in less than 4 seconds, and you know, they accelerate faster than an F-16 launching off an aircraft carrier. So they're really, really fast cars. 10,000 horsepower. So you want to go for a test ride?
Right now I'm already nervous just talking about it. I don't know if I want to get in the car. So.
They're a lot of fun.
I've
been racing Top Fuel Dragster since 1990.
Okay.
Won championships, won races all over the world.
Okay.
And just really, really a fun
You
sport.
race NHRA and IHRA. Tell everybody, in case they don't know, what NHRA and IHRA stands
Well,
for.
there's the National Hot Rod Association and the International Hot Rod Association, two sanctioning bodies. It's kind of like, you know, ARCA.
WWE and WWF?
Exactly, WWF. But the National Hot Rod Association, the NHRA, is the big place.
Okay.
So that's what, you know, that's where all the races are. Out here in Charlotte, we race at ZMAX Dragway, all around the country, and you know, Reading, Pennsylvania, Englishtown, New Jersey.
Curious
We're
question. Let me ask you, how many races have you won?
I have won 30 national races.
Wow. All over the country?
All over the country, yeah. Different places. Sonoma, California, Pomona, California. So listeners, watchers could learn about us by going to my website, which is DougHerbertRacing.com.
Gotcha.
There's some little bit of information on there about the Top Fuel Dragster. I'm also building a new car to set the world land speed record.
I saw that. Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. You're going to the Bonneville Salt Flats, right?
Yeah, to go to Bonneville Salt Flats, to go 500 miles an hour at the Salt Flats. So that's going to be a little bit of fun, too. We'll get you out there to have some fun with us. We will definitely do some tailgating at the Salt Flats.
No. We already talked about the 300 miles per hour. Now you're talking about 500 miles per hour. You're talking about going to... I'd like to go to Bonneville. I'd like to see the Salt Flats. I'm not getting in that car with you, Doug. Quit fooling with me.
We'll let you sit in there before we start. At least you can sit in there, and then you'll feel like...
I'll sit in it, I'll take a picture, and I'll make faces, make it look like I was doing something, but I'm not.
I've got a couple friends of mine that tell me I wouldn't get out of the electric chair to drive that car. I'm like,
I
what are
hear
you
you.
talking about, man?
Oh,
This is
wow.
fun.
Yeah, fun, tomato, you know, whatever. Okay. I got you. Well, let's check on those burgers. And when we come back, we're also going to talk about the Brakes Foundation, which is a foundation you have, which is something that's very near and dear to your heart. And we'll talk about that in a few minutes. But let's check on those burgers and see how we're doing.
I'm getting hungry.
I hear you.
I'm rolling.
And action. Hi, Renee Rovena with Home Technology Solutions. We've been here in Charlotte for about 15 years. We do everything technology for residential and commercial work. Tailgating at the Panthers Eagles game. Having a good time out here.
We're hoping for a big day today.
That's right.
All right.
My name's Leonard Birch, President, CEO of Superior Mechanical Systems. We're a commercial heat and air conditioning contractor in Charlotte. We've been doing this for 20, oh my God, ever since the existence of the Panthers, even the preseason, when they were trying to bring the team to Charlotte. We went to a lot of the games there that they had, like at University of South Carolina. First couple of years, you know, the Panthers were in Clemson, did Clemson, and then finally came home to the new stadium. And like I said, this is just what we do every week. Different fans, we got a bunch of people that help me out all the time, you know, brother, my friend James, some clients stop by. This is our thing. Every Sunday, we're here. If it's a home game, we're right here. Cooking. Grab stuff, start setting it down. You got a stage, start with the chickens, get it, prep it, clean it, prep it, get it ready. So when we get here, you know,
Like what he doing a 1 o'clock game.
yeah. So we're doing, of course, we're playing Philly, so we're doing Philly cheese steaks. I've got London broil and chicken. Some people don't eat beef, so we're doing chicken. So I've got 2 chickens, take the meat off those, use those for some chicken steaks, sandwiches, and then doing just a few ribs just for, got some people coming by wanting sample ribs. So.
This should be played at high volume.
Get fired up! Get fired up! Get fired up! Get fired up! Get fired up!
How you feel? Good. How you feel? Fired up.
Okay, now we're getting ready to check on these burgers. We've been flipping them every couple of minutes. And of course, we've been away for a while. But these, oh my God, the cheese is running out of there, looking so good.
Well, we didn't do such a good job sealing up the sides of them.
Yeah.
You know what? They're
Probably
gonna
the
taste-
ones I pinched. That's okay.
They're going to taste pretty darn good.
I can
tell
see
you
that. I can see that.
So we go in here. Usually they're going to go not a long time on each side. On a hot grill, they're going to be probably 3 to 4 minutes on
Right.
each side. But we're playing around a little bit here for the tailgate, but
Looks good.
I think we're getting pretty darn close.
Okay.
We're going to start chowing down here.
All right. Well, and before we do that, let's talk about the Brakes Foundation.
Yep.
Okay. Now, tell me about the origin of the Brakes Foundation, which is be responsible and keep everyone safe. Hey, I'm learning something. Okay.
Well, actually, in 2008, my 2 sons were killed in a car accident. I thought, wow, I'm just making sense.
Yeah.
I raced this tracks with 30 miles an hour. Yet, my boys were killed less than a mile from my house driving down the street. I thought, okay, well, I didn't realize at that time that driving accidents is the #1 thing that kills teenagers, more than the next 4 things put together.
Exactly.
So I thought, okay, well, we need to do something about it. And I asked the kids at my kids' school, I said, hey, help me come up with a name for a safe driving program for teenagers.
Okay.
And they came up with that name, Brakes, and the acronym, Be Responsible and Keep Everyone Safe. And I was like, wow, that couldn't be any better. Like
And you work with kids to do that.
We
came up
yeah,
with
the
that.
kids came up with the name. My son's
Wow.
friends came up with that name. So that has
that's
been
good.
awesome.
What are your sons' names?
John and James.
John and James. So this is something that you've done in memory and in dedication to them.
Everything we do with brakes is dedicated to Johnny James.
Good, good. And now where can you find brakes? What happens with brakes? Where do you?
Well, so in its advanced driving program, like we teach defensive advanced driving, not driver's ed, but after you know a little bit about driving, come to brakes. We will teach you how to be a better driver and how to avoid accidents. It's all about accident avoidance. That's what brakes is about. We have programs that run all around the country.
So it's not local to Charlotte, it's all over the country?
All over the country.
Okay.
We run every, at least one weekend a month out of ZMAX Dragway and the Charlotte Motor Speedway, but 3 other weekends in the month, we're all around the country.
I hear you.
We're in Raleigh, Greenville, South Carolina, Orlando, Florida, Bristol, Tennessee, Los Angeles, California.
That's
we're
great.
all over.
A lot of kids are learning something, benefiting from the program. That's great. That's great. What is your foundation website? Because in case you want to get in touch with the folks at Brakes, please.
Well, to learn more about brakes, go to the website, which is putonthebrakes.org. There's a lot of great information on there, videos, all kinds of things, so you can learn a little bit more about brakes and what we do.
Okay.
Basically, it's an advanced team driving program, accident avoidance. Our mission is to zero the number of accidents, teenagers that are killed in accidents.
How much does it cost for students?
For similar classes around the country, there's a lot of good classes that do advanced driving, but they're between $300 to $1,000. You come to Brakes, it's free.
Wow, absolutely free. That's great work. That's great work.
We're like I said, we're trying to make a difference and keep these teenagers out of accidents.
I understand. When we talk about Doug's great foundation, the great things that they're doing, I'm about ready to taste one of these great burgers. And so let's go ahead and pull that off.
All right, you ready?
Get that on the table.
I think they're looking pretty darn good.
Start to chow down on some of that.
All right, you ready? Grab our platter.
There's a platter for you.
We're gonna make. All right. Toasted some buns up. They are looking good.
We can actually call these some Brakes burgers. That's what they are. They're Brakes burgers.
We need a name. We got a name now.
Grab some of those buns and toast it up real nice.
All right,
we'll get over here and do some damage with this. Well, I guess we might as well just sit down.
Okay. Cam Newton in the building. There you go.
Now, as you can see, we've got our burgers here with the Rumiano cheese. It's habanero and mango. And we're getting ready to enjoy some of this. We got a couple of these already halfway made up. We got our mustard, we got our ketchup, we got a little lettuce and tomato. Doug, I don't know about you, but I split one for us. I think I'm about ready to dig in.
Let's go.
All right, hey, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of the Celebrity Tailgate Show. Enjoyed the fans, enjoyed the fun. I'm getting ready to enjoy some of this food.
Brakes burger.
There you go. Brakes burger. Brakes burger. All right. Thank you for taking the time to join us today on the Celebrity Tailgating Show, and I'm your host, Leon Pritchard. And I also want to take time to thank our sponsors, because without them, we wouldn't be able to do this show.